The AI Chubby filter was quickly gaining popularity on TikTok until an outcry from both experts and body positivity advocates put a shutdown to it. TikTok decided to cater to the whims of these crybabies and put a stop to the use of this filter. To show you exactly what we mean, I want to show this video that we saw earlier this week. This woman is skinny. You put the Chubby filter on your video and it will show everyone what you would look like with 100 extra pounds on you, if not more. There it is. And so that's the trend. That's it. It's not something to lose your mind over. But people were utterly scandalized by this.
Yes, they were.
Including one plus-size influencer from the UK named Sadie Bass. Here is her complaint about the body shaming trend.
Imagine me if I was fat. This is me, Chubby. Chubby AI filter. Shut the fuck up. Literally shut up. Imagine you're just trying to exist on this app and you see thousands of people using an AI filter to have a body that looks like your body, shaming it, and all the comments being like, oh, imagine. A lot of people can't imagine because that is their body. Do you know the average
Bro, I
size
can't understand a word she's saying.
I can.
woman in the UK is like, what, like a 14 to 16? So this is people's reality and you're taking the piss out of it. Like, is... Why have we gone back so many years? Are we going back to 2000s? I know Ozempic is a thing. I know it's skinny is in, whatever, skinny was never out. But let's not. Why are you acting like being fat is the worst thing in the world? Oh my god, imagine if it was Chubby. Like, the world would still be spinning. It is not that deep. Like, I've got a belly on me. It's okay. Why is everyone so fat phobic, so scared to be fat? Also, a lot of people who are bigger aren't necessarily unhealthy. They are working out many times a week. They are eating good. There's so many factors that could play into someone's weight. It doesn't mean they're unhealthy. And also, you don't know when it could happen to you. You could have kids and your body completely changes after. I honestly used to be size 6 until I turned 21, and then suddenly I went to a size 12 in a year for no reason.
For no
had
reason.
My second puberty and I
Really?
gained weight.
Things happen at 21 that involve drinking.
For no reason. Well, she's British, actually.
Oh, it's 18 there.
They start
14?
drinking at like 12. They're like already crazy before
Again,
that,
I
so.
still can't understand a word this woman is saying.
And I went on a journey with it, and I've learned to love my body because there's nothing wrong with having squishy bits. I understand that I am still a straight-sized woman. I cannot comment on plus-size experience, but I also just want to put my 2 cents in that, like, just shut up. It is so stupid, so rude. It just comes across like, I'm better than you because I'm skinny. It's like, so
This comes across as I'm better than you because I don't judge people.
Right, yeah.
might be skinny, but you're mean. You're a mean girl, okay? And it's not funny, it's not cute, it's not clever.
It's the same thing I said yesterday, that all women have the capacity to be mean girls. It's just a matter of where they find the where they find it to be socially acceptable.
It's just a matter of how clever
some
you
have
are
a
with
different
it.
some have a different standard of ethics as to where they get to start being a mean girl, but it doesn't mean that they're not capable.
What
of being a
opens
mean
the
girl.
floodgates? Like,
Yeah.
what justifies
Like
it for
some
you?
might be a mean girl just to make fun of you, and that's not necessarily good. The supposedly more ethical mean girl waits for somebody to be mean to somebody else so that they can
Yeah.
be mean back. The cry bully who cries out in pain as they hit you.
You unleash at that point.
Anyways.
But Sadie was one of the most outspoken influencers against the Chubby filter. But in response, TikTok has actually promised to get rid of the Chubby filter, telling BBC through a spokesperson they are reviewing videos uploaded to the app that used this effect, and they are making these videos ineligible for recommendation, and they are also blocking them from teen users. It added any videos that breached its community guidelines, for example, by featuring bullying or harassment, would be removed. It's literally you making fun of yourself. I would understand maybe if you were stealing someone else's photos and doing this. Even then, not a reason to delete people's content. But if you are doing it to yourself, to your own photos, no one else is being affected.
Well, they're saying that you're affecting them by saying that the second photo, the fat photo, is a bad thing.
You're affecting them by saying openly, I wouldn't want to look like this.
To be fair, these people live in Britain where you can just get in trouble for saying things on the internet.
here's a reason.
Where the cops just show up and say, you got a permit for that comment.
I am honestly surprised that they haven't eclipsed the U.S. in obesity rates yet, because they have something called, like, I think, like pizza crunch or something. Can a British person in the chat correct me if I'm wrong? They deep fry a piece of pizza in batter.
That sounds
They
amazing.
take a piece of pizza and cover it in batter and deep fry it. I want that. I want it. I don't know what that means, but I want it. Like, I would get so fat if I lived in a country that sold that.
Sounds like that's something they sell at a state fair.
Yeah. Like, where has it been all my life?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
So, I guess that, she just went from a size 6 to a size 12 for no reason, and it had nothing to do with deep fried pizza at all.
I don't know if there's any British people in the live chat, but I'm sure somebody will watch this later and be British and say something.
Let us know your firsthand experience. But
Galactus says that's only in Scotland.
Really? It's only Scotland? I need to go to Scotland then. Experts have warned that this chubby filter could fuel a toxic diet culture online and contribute to eating disorders. Sadie says that banning the filter is a step in the right direction. I'm happy that TikTok did that, because ultimately social media should be a fun, lighthearted place, not somewhere, when has that ever been true? Not somewhere where you get bullied, for how you look.
She's also saying that she gets to be the sole arbiter of what is lighthearted.
She also says she has been contacted by other women who had deleted TikTok from their phones because the chubby filter trend made them feel bad about themselves.
That's kind of crazy.
That's good. That's actually what Tyler, the Creator, told us to do. Close your eyes.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, it's kind of crazy that one specifically, given how much, like, actual mean-spirited stuff is on the internet, that one specifically was like the straw that broke the oversized camel's back and got them to close it.
Yeah. Interesting that. But, that's your responsibility as an adult.
Look, I understand a healthy bout of body dysmorphia completely. I get it. 110%. But, that doesn't mean you get to go around and police everyone's jokes. They're just
jokes that are self-deprecating too. Like, it would be they get mad actually at women who aren't overweight for calling themselves fat in a joking way.
Yeah.
Like, that's also fat phobic now.
How do you hate the people who are like self-deprecating, but it's like a humble brag where it's like, "Oh, I'm so this," and they're clearly not?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has heard people say that stuff. I'm sure that we all have said that stuff before too, but it's an ironic thing most of the time these days.
Yeah.
Like, if I call myself fat, it's a complete joke. I would never seriously say that in earnest. And regardless of whether it's serious or a joke, it doesn't need to be something that injures you on an ego level. Like, it doesn't need to affect you whatsoever.
I feel like perspective matters in something like this, where maybe not deleting it was important, but maybe getting off the app for a while. It's not like the trends extend for longer than a couple weeks at a time.
Look, if you're that fragile, don't have TikTok. Nobody actually is armored against these things on social media. Like, maybe you can make the judgment that you're better off without TikTok in your life.
Yeah, it's the internet was always going to be this type of place where, when it was sold to you at the beginning, it was sold as like an open exchange of ideas. Everyone can connect to everyone else. And that might have been the most utopian idea that the tech revolution ever could have introduced, because it completely ignored human nature. Because early on, when tech first started becoming popularized, at a consumer level, people were just enamored with the technology itself and what it allowed them to do. But it doesn't take long for the human condition to will out. And then, then the bullying starts and the bad behavior.
That's the least of our worries. If you think that bullying is the worst thing happening on TikTok or the internet in general, like, but
that's the stuff that gets the attention, right? If we're going to talk about the really, really bad stuff, that's a more serious show. But people really weren't programmed that way. But I still maintain that Tom from MySpace had an idea. That's why he gave you the top 8, because he wanted you and your friends in your own friendship Thunderdome to compete with one another and cause bad feelings.
Now that's fun.
Yeah.
She's wrong. She's saying social media is supposed to be this fun, lighthearted, sunshine, rainbows, cupcakes thing. It's never been that. I guess her life is all cupcakes, but oops.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.